Hey Steelers fans, what's been happening with the Steelers in the last few days is making everyone very worried. The quarterback situation is not good at all, and ESPN's Stephen A. Smith didn't hold back when criticizing Fields. You won't believe the words he sent him. And there's more news for the Steelers, with an experienced addition who could give them a boost in times of trouble. Do you know who this player is? Leave a like if you're a big Steelers fan, and let's watch the video. The Pittsburgh Steelers preseason has been underwhelming, especially for fans expecting a revamped quarterback lineup with Russell Wilson and Justin Fields. Among the concerns raised was the performance of the offensive line, which seemed to regress compared to last season. After the final preseason game, Justin Fields commented on the offensive line's performance, suggesting, "They did all right, but there is still room to grow," according to Brooke Pryor of ESPN. This remark did not sit well with ESPN's Stephen A. Smith, who challenged Fields' position during his show, The Stephen A. Smith Show. "Who the hell do you think you are?" Smith exclaimed. "You're fighting for a job in the league. You were in Chicago complaining about coaches and teammates. Now you're sitting up there and throwing a little shade on the offensive line. Have you lost your mind? I'm not saying, Justin Fields, you were wrong. I'm saying, here comes the time to shut the hell up." Smith's reaction appears to be an overblown response to what was a mild critique by Fields, seemingly a standard athlete's response aiming for continual improvement rather than casting blame. Fields, likely critical of his own performance as well, happened to comment on the offensive line when asked specifically about that aspect of the team during the interview. Moreover, the dynamics of preseason play, which involve a mix of starters, backups, and players vying for roster spots, make it challenging to accurately assess team chemistry and performance. It's difficult to draw definitive conclusions about the effectiveness of this year's offensive line until the regular season games begin, offering a clearer picture of the unit's capabilities. But it's not just adjustments to the offensive line that the Steelers are looking for. While the offense tries to find its rhythm, the team has decided to further strengthen its running back core. The Pittsburgh Steelers, looking to solidify their running back core, have made a strategic addition following the release of Najee Harris's fifth-year option. Joining Harris and undrafted standout Jaylen Warren is veteran running back Boston Scott, who was recently let go by the Los Angeles Rams. Mike Garafolo reports that Scott is set to join the Steelers' practice squad. As a seasoned player, Scott bypasses the waiver process and is free to sign directly with Pittsburgh. Previously a reliable backup for the Philadelphia Eagles, Scott is making a return to Pennsylvania, where he'll lend his experience to a Steelers team that currently lists only 2 primary running backs on their active roster. Although Cordarrelle Patterson also suits up for the Steelers, his primary role is as a return specialist, though head coach Arthur Smith may have plans to utilize him more diversely, drawing on their shared time at the Falcons. During his tenure with the Eagles, Scott, 29, served as a dependable secondary option in the backfield, primarily supporting Miles Sanders and more recently DeAndre Swift. Despite starting only 12 games over his career, Scott's relatively modest total of 373 career touches suggests he still has plenty to offer. Last season saw him record a mere 86 rushing yards, but in 2021, he tallied 373 yards and a career-best 7 touchdowns. With the addition of Scott to their practice squad, which can include up to 5 other vested veterans, the Steelers are clearly valuing experience to back up the Harris-Warren duo. This move allows Pittsburgh to bolster their depth with a seasoned player capable of stepping in when needed. With so many changes and adjustments, the Steelers' regular season start promises to be electrifying. Will the offensive line be able to provide the necessary support for the quarterbacks to shine? And how will Boston Scott fit into this attack? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain, excitement is guaranteed. Don't forget to leave your comment.